Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday to all of you. Thanks for tuning in. Before I get started, let me give you guys my stats. I was sleeved on May 3rd, 2013, weighing in at 383 pounds. And as of today, November 30th, 2014, I weigh about 230 pounds roughly. I haven't weighed myself in a few weeks, or I would say about a week or two. So I don't know if Thanksgiving did any damage, but that's kind of where I'm at, about 153 pounds lost. I in my previous video, I mentioned that I had gained a few pounds. I don't believe I gained anything over 10 pounds, but I was between 6 and 8 pounds. I hadn't really been watching my eating. As I stated in my previous video, I was just so consumed with settling into my new home and kind of getting into the groove of things with school and my new job. So I know I did. I know I gained a few pounds. So the last time I spoke to you guys, I said that I would kind of go back on it, kind of get back on the bandwagon, going back to the basics, and focusing again on the additional weight that I have to lose. My goal initially was to reach about 190, so if I reach 190 or 200 pounds, I'll be so happy. So I'm looking at about 30 to 40 pounds that I still have to lose. I don't want to give myself too much of a timeline, nor do I want to kind of drag it on. So I think I'm going to give myself till around February to get the rest of this weight off, and so that I can reach goal. I've kind of delayed it, and like I said, I've just been so busy with school and stuff that I haven't put any effort, very little effort. I just eat what I can find, and then I move on to the next task. So now that school is almost over, I have a couple weeks left in finals. I think I'll be able to fully immerse myself into getting back into a regimen, getting myself back into a routine, and then hopefully I'll be seeing results. The last time I did do a video, I mentioned that the following video would kind of talk about what my plan was. Well, my idea to kind of get the rest of this weight off is to go back to the basics. And so by going back to the basics, I mean cutting out sugar, cutting out fatty foods, drinking a lot more protein, eating a lot more protein, consuming a ton of more water, not snacking as much. I think that's my biggest problem. I think snacking, I've noticed that I would rather snack because when I snack on foods, I'm not uncontrollably full, whereas if I eat a full meal, like 3 or 4 bites in, I feel like the food is stuck up to my throat, and so it's a lot more uncomfortable for me. So it's like, oh, I'd rather snack on 100 different things and feel content than to eat a solid meal and to feel like uncomfortable. So that's kind of what I've been doing for the past few weeks, and or I should say few months. But as of about 3 weeks ago, I kind of cut down on the snacking. I cut sugar out. Because I wake up so early to go to work, I have a really early shift, I started to consume a lot of coffee. I was drinking cups and cups and cups of it, and then pouring a lot of sugar into it. So I was pretty much I was killing myself. And so something just told me, okay, find other means of energy, like find something else that can allow you to be energized throughout the day without having to consume so much coffee. So I cut out the coffee. So that a lot of that sugar consumption is completely gone. I'm so proud of myself. It's been a few weeks now, and I have yet to drink a cup of coffee. So I'm very proud of myself. I don't know how long I'm gonna kind of last, but it's just for me, that amount of sugar that I was consuming is now gone. And I'm really trying to cut out the sugar. A lot of you know that sugar is my kryptonite. It's my greatest weakness. I've always been addicted to sweet things. I've always been addicted to sugar. So it's hard for me not to, it's hard for me to pass up a piece of chocolate. It's hard for me to pass up a slice of cake or a cupcake, whatever. But I've been doing my best. And so with that being said, I did notice that I dropped in weight. But so that's when I was around 230. So I don't know what my weight is now because like I said, I did kind of dig in on Thanksgiving. And I'll talk more about Thanksgiving in just a minute. I did, I've gone out to eat. So it's like I've kind of fell off, so I don't know how much I weigh, but starting Monday, which is tomorrow, I'm going to be kind of immersing myself um, right back into the regimen that I'm wanting to build for myself. One thing that I noticed is when I do have money, I tend to buy more snacks. I tend to buy more things to munch on. So I'm going to start leaving my debit card at home. I'm going to start leaving cash at home because I want to not rely on the fact that I have money. That, like, I don't want to know that because I have money, it's okay for me to buy food. It's okay for me to go to the store to pick up a bunch of stuff. I know a lot of people are thinking, that's a bit extreme. What if you do need money? God forbid, I don't need any money if I'm out. I don't get stuck somewhere. But I'm going to have to do this for a while until I kind of get the snacking out of my system, because that's how bad it's gotten. And I'm so focused on wanting to lose the rest of this weight that I'm willing to do what I need to do in order to cut my bad habits out and to start anew and to kind of just wrap my mind around the weight loss, and to not just even the weight loss, but maintaining my weight. I don't want to gain any more weight than I already have. And I haven't really tripped out about the 7 to 8 pounds because it happens. That's fine. I just don't want to get to a point where those numbers start to slowly increase. So that's the plan for right now. My plan is to, spend more time in the gym, cut out the snacking, cut out the sugar, cut out the fatty foods, and to just monitor what I'm eating. I'm not going to weigh myself every day. I'm probably going to weigh myself every week. Maybe every Friday I'll weigh myself just so that I can have an idea of how my progress is doing. So I'm going to take this nice and slow. I'm not going to try to rush the process. I'm just going to do the best that I can. The next thing on the list that I wanted to talk about was Thanksgiving. So this year, this was my second Thanksgiving as a sleever. And I can honestly say that I am so happy that I'm sleeved. And I say this because I had a plate of food. Of course, and it's funny because when I was putting food onto my plate, I was putting very small amounts. It's not like I was filling up, but because there were so many different types of foods, I couldn't, I just wanted to put everything on top of my plate. So I put everything that I wanted, and I still couldn't even get through a quarter of the plate. Like there was so much food left over. I probably ate Thanksgiving like 7 times because I kept reheating the same plate that I had. I was full fast. I didn't gorge, so to speak. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because for a long time I thought that I like stretched out my sleeve. Because there are some things that I feel like I can eat more of, and then other things I can't eat very much of. So Thanksgiving was a good indication that I'm still very much sleeved. I cannot eat an entire plate of food. I would be so sick if I did. And that I'm still on target. And so that in itself was kind of like a boost. It made me realize, okay, like you haven't stretched out your sleeve, so let's not go overboard. Let's monitor what we eat. Let's do what we have to do to kind of keep on keeping on, so to speak. So for all of those people who have emailed me about wondering whether they've stretched their sleeves as they're 8 months out, a year out, almost a year and a half out, your sleeve is not stretched unless you're seriously trying to make yourself sick by gorging on food, maybe drinking tons of soda, it's very impossible to stretch your sleeve. So if this is something that a lot of you were wondering, there you have it. It's very hard to stretch your sleeve. Don't worry about it. Like I said, I thought putting on the food on my plate, I put very small portions that I would be able to get through it. I couldn't even get past the mashed potatoes. I was already full. I didn't touch the piece of turkey that I had until the next day. So it, like I said, your sleeve can't be stretched unless you eat tons and tons and tons and tons of food every single day, and you're pretty much trying to kill yourself. So with that being said, I had a beautiful Thanksgiving. I hope all of you guys did too. I'm very much looking forward to the holidays. This was my first Thanksgiving here in New York with my family here, and it couldn't have gone any better. So I'm happy, very content. Next thing on the list is school. Right now, I'm like in the end, like the end of the semester when everything is due. I've actually stayed up till 1 o'clock this morning finishing a term paper, and as soon as this video is done, I have to go start another one that's due this week. So yeah, I have a lot on my hands the next few weeks, finals, but I'm really looking forward to the end of the semester because, like I said, I'll have a lot more time to do some like type of physical activity. I'm thinking of wanting to start, I don't know if I can say a boot camp, but something that will excite me to want to go to the gym. Like, I like going to the gym, it's great when you're there, but I just feel like I need more. I need something fun, upbeat, something that keeps me going. I don't want to simply just go do cardio, do weights. It gets boring after a while. So I need something that allows me to work out my entire body, allows me to get the effects of a full body workout. But in the meantime, I'm having a good time doing it. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to be looking into some classes that are at the gym or, at any fitness centers, just so that I can start the new year on the right foot. Let's see, there was a few other things that I wanted to talk about. I know a lot of people want to know if I've put up a video, like a body shots. For some reason, I can't seem to like get the video going. I'm still working on trying to get like progress pictures in a video for you guys, for those who don't have Instagram and who can't see my progress. I am going to keep trying. So over the next few weeks, I've been saying this for months now, but seriously, over the next few weeks, I'm really going to try to get a video together for you guys so that you can get an idea and you can see like how my body has changed. As you can tell, like right here is like so slim. I'm actually quite surprised. I went to Walmart this morning and I like tried on a sweater and I looked so thin. And so it's like, am I losing weight? Because I know I've been eating like a baby pig, so I don't know what's going on. I'm not complaining. I like how my body is looking, but when I do see my collarbones and I see how thin I'm looking, it's like, this makes me want to keep going. Like I said, this makes me want to watch what I eat, monitor how I'm consuming some types of foods and stuff. The next thing I wanted to talk about was plastic surgery. Cosmetic surgery, I should say. I've really been doing research on it. I have, as all of you guys know, I have like insanely flabby arms. I have insanely flabby arms, so I want to get rid of that, and then I want to have like a breast lift. I want to get rid of my saggy stomach because I do have excess skin on my stomach and my thighs and stuff, so there's a lot that I want to get done. So once the year starts, and I'm giving myself a goal of 15 pounds before I go see a doctor for consultation, I'm going to really look into this and I'm going to see how much it costs, what my insurance can cover, because I feel like I'm at that point. And this is precisely why I want to lose these 35 to 40 pounds, is so that I can have the excess from skin removal surgery that I want to have. Am I going to be doing it all at the same time? No. I'm sure it's going to be bit by bit, but I want to just have a doctor look at me or a surgeon look at me to say, okay, here are the areas of concern. This is what we can do. This is the kind of surgery you can have. So I'm really, really looking forward to that because I feel like I'm at that point. I'm close to that point. And like I said, I want to give myself a goal of 15 or even 20 pounds before I see a surgeon. So because at that point I'll be weighing around, what, 210? And I know that the surgeon won't say you need to lose X amount of weight before we operate. So I'm praying all goes well. When that time comes, I'll definitely let you guys know. But I'm definitely reaching that point in my journey where I want to get rid of the skin. And I've been doing my thing. Last summer, you know, I was in bathing suits. I was more than happy with the way my body was looking. But now I'm really wanting to take it up a notch. I really want to just like cut out the skin that I have because it's starting to bother me. So I'm so annoyed. My cousin just walked out here. So now I'm all distracted. I specifically told her not to do this. Anyway, so that's it. That's pretty much what I've had to talk about this week. I hope you guys ask questions. I need to really write all this stuff that I have to say down because now I feel like I'm forgetting a few things. We talked about Thanksgiving. We talked about plastic surgery, about my my plan for the next few months. I think, oh, and this is more so a closing thought. For those who are a year or so out or even less than that, my main advice would be to go back to the basics. If you're struggling with your weight, if you're noticing your stalls are lasting longer and longer and longer, go back to the basics. Cut out what you're eating, cut out the bad things that you're eating, and focus again on the protein, focus again on all that stuff, because that's what's going to help. That's what's going to allow the stalls to break. That's what's going to have the scale moving again. I am a firm believer in just, because I think we lose ourselves, you know, as you get, you know, further and further out after surgery and you've lost a good amount of weight, you start to go back to the way you eat. You may not eat everything that you used to consume, and you're obviously not eating the same amount, but it's still, you know, you're still consuming a lot more than you were right after surgery. So I think if you can, you know, completely cut out what you've kind of made yourself, like the things that you're eating on a daily basis, I think you'll definitely notice. Like I said, I cut out the coffee and my weight dropped because I'm not consuming as much sugar. I'm noticing that I'm not as sluggish, I'm not as heavy, and I haven't had a need to even energize myself because I've kind of, I don't know, maybe my body is just feeding off of itself in the sense of energy. It's so I don't have to caffeinate in the morning. So with that being said, I don't think I have any more to say. If you have any questions, feel free to write them in the comment section. My email will also be put up, of course, so you can also reach me by email. For those who follow me on Instagram or who want to follow me on Instagram, I'll have the link for you. And I'll see you guys, if not next weekend, the weekend after. I do have finals, so I need to focus on that. But I wish you guys all the best. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving again. To those who are considering surgery, feel free to ask me any questions you have. I'm over a year and a half out now, so I'm pushing that 2-year mark. I don't know, there's not much that I haven't experienced. So if you have any questions, concerns, you just need to, you know, an ear to vent, I am here for all of you. And I hope to hear from you guys if you have anything to say, good, bad, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to go do my papers now. And that's it. Bye, guys.